Hi everyone, so back with part 2 of week 29. So as I said in the previous sort of video, I do everything other than the wedding for this week because a lot of it will go into my wedding, well, all of it will go into my wedding album. So I didn't need to sort of overload this week with all wedding photos. But I did include obviously before the wedding and after wedding and, you know, bits and pieces. So what we did on Tuesday then, so Monday we sort of just chilled out after travelling down and things. But then Tuesday I went to go pick up my wedding dress, and it was actually nearby a little village called Hartfield, and this is where they was inspired, I think, for Winnie the Pooh. The 100-acre wood is essentially there, and you know there's the bridge where they play poo sticks and all them sort of things. But there was actually a really nice cafe in the town of in the village of Hartfield, that was called Pooh Corner, and it was all themed, and it had all like memorabilia. It had lots of designs and artwork and stuff like that, and everything was just Winnie the Pooh themed. So I was like, I have to go. I just think it's absolutely adorable. So what we did on the Tuesday, we went for a nice walk through the woods, saw where there's little like memorabilia bits and pieces, like at the bridge and things, there's like Pooh's house and Piglet's house and all them sort of stuff, and then we walked through there. So it took about an hour. And then we had lunch at Pooh Corner before heading back through, and then we went to Tunbridge Wells to pick up my wedding dress. So it was a really, really lovely day. I will be doing an insert in my travel album for England, because I have lots of photos and I just think it's a really nice place, and we went to visit it and things like that, so I've just got quite a few photos. So I want to do a few layouts of our time there, so a full sort of travel, not album, but a travel insert will come for that little day trip. So that was really lovely. So I'm just going to put a little label down so I can write about what we did, and then in the third pocket is a picture of Joe and I at the altar when we went on the Wednesday to go set up the venue. So we just did some bits, like we weren't obviously doing all the decor and things like that, but the decor people had come the day before because there wasn't a wedding on the Wednesday, so they could come by and start setting up, and we could start setting up as well to save you doing it on the day, which was really, really handy. It just meant my morning on the Thursday was much more chilled out than it could have been. So yeah, so that was just nice. I always wanted a picture of me and Joe at the end of the aisle before and after, so that's what I've done in my wedding prep album. I've got that picture blown up to like 8x12, and then I will be printing out a picture of us at the end of the aisle the next day on the Thursday, obviously all dressed up. So yeah, I wanted to include that. And I had this one 6x4 card left from the Echo Park collection. That's actually why I picked this pocket page, because I knew I wanted to use that one up. And I had a load of photos for the week, so I knew that I could fill it with the 3x4s in the landscape. The two cards I'm going to use at the bottom, they're both Echo Park, but they were both 4x4s, but I've just cut them down because they quite easily fit into a 3x4, and I think they look quite nice there. So after the wedding, so we got married on Thursday, we had a hotel booked for the Friday night, and it was so nice. We had a very busy Friday though. So I actually had to send off my flowers because I'm getting them put in resin, so that they can last a bit longer, and we can sort of put them around the house. So they are going to be put in resin in like a block. So I had to get my flowers all sorted for that, but obviously we didn't check out the hotel at the venue, until 10 o'clock. We had lunch, oh god, I can't speak today. We had breakfast, and then we headed home. Was all a bit hungover and a bit tired, but we headed back, and then I sorted out my photos. Joe went for a nap. I sorted out my flowers. Joe went for a nap, and then Joe actually left his phone in the wedding car on the day of the wedding, so he had no phone the whole day. So I had to go pick that up for him as well on the Friday, and then we finally got to check into our hotel for the Friday evening. And we were just absolutely shattered, but we really wanted to open our cards and gifts and stuff, and we saved them to do that evening. So that's what we did. Once we checked into our hotel on the Friday, we just opened up all our cards and gifts and stuff like that, which was really nice, just to read everyone's like well wishes. And we had like little note cards on the wedding day as well for people to write, you know, well wishes and stuff like that. So we read all those. So that was really nice. So that's what that picture is. So the picture is just of our post box with our gifts and things in the box. And yeah, we were going to go out for dinner. We intended on going out for like a nice dinner, but we were both so tired. I had like a hunger headache because I just hadn't eaten pretty much all day. I had a little bit of breakfast before checking out the venue, but other than that, I just didn't eat. So I was just absolutely shattered. So we ended up getting fish and chips from the town and just bringing them back to the hotel room and sitting there and watching The Simpsons. We were just so tired, but it was so nice. It was really cozy, and we went for a walk as well after dinner. We went for a walk and stuff, just to, once we'd eaten, we felt a lot better. And yeah, we just had a real chilled sort of afternoon, evening at this hotel. But it's a really nice hotel. It had like a lake, and we went up and had a wander around. This is the place that we were thinking about getting married at, but I'm just glad that we still got to experience going there and staying overnight, and we got a really nice room as well. So yeah, so those are two pictures. So there's a picture of our like before and after, basically. So our nice post box in one piece, and then I did actually break it apart so that we could you know, open all the gifts and the cards and stuff. And then there's a picture of obviously with us with my Fanta lemon and my fish and chips and watching The Simpsons. Another thing we actually got to enjoy was the cookies. So we actually had some cookies made for us on the wedding day as like little wedding favours for the tables. But I didn't get to see any of those on the day. I didn't know where ours was or anything, but they actually kept them for us. And we got to eat them the next day, which was really nice. So I took a picture of that as well, that we could just enjoy those. And then the other photo, so we actually, as I said, we went for a nice walk and things around the grounds, and they do actually have peacocks on the grounds here. They're all named after the royal family. So there's Camilla, Charles and George, and yeah, they're really cute. So we had a nice wander around the lake, and I took a picture of the peacock that was roaming around. So yeah, it was just a really nice, relaxed couple. Well, it wasn't relaxed originally, it was quite hectic the Friday morning, but once we were sort of checked into our hotel and stuff, we could just sort of chill out. And then on the Saturday we had a nice breakfast at the hotel, and then we went to go see my mum because it was her birthday, and then we drove home. So yeah, it took us about 6-7 hours to get home. We stopped once on the Saturday, but we got home around about 5. So yeah, it was a long journey, but we made it, and luckily we were both off the Sunday, but I was back to work on the Monday, which was a proper come down. I was like really hyped up, and then suddenly back to work and back to normality. But as I said, we had lots of things to look forward to. We were actually going away to the Yorkshire Dales the week after, so yeah, it was just a countdown to that as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this part, and I'll be back shortly. Bye.